Setting up your iPad to work with your printer. First, what we need to do is configure your iPad to have a personal hotspot and making sure that it's named and password properly. So on your iPad, what we want to do is go into the Settings app, which is the great icon with gears. On the left side, we want to find the General option. We want to go to the About on the top, and we want to change the name or make sure the name reads Sales. If it doesn't read Sales and it reads something like iPad or your name or so on and so forth, clear out this information, then retype Sales, and then when that's done, click the Done button on the keyboard. And then make sure on the top there, the name reads Sales. The second part is to scroll up and go under Personal Hotspot. First, under the Wi-Fi password for your personal hotspot, make sure the password reads iPad12345, all lowercase. If it doesn't read this, clear out this field and enter it exactly shown on the screen. And then when you're done, hit Done on the top right. Now, let's enable our personal hotspot by checking the button there. And below the button, you can see in gray text, we want to make sure it reads Now Discoverable. And then on the far right of that second message, it reads under the name Sales. Once this is complete, you're now able to go onto your laptop and start configuring your printer. So now on the laptop, you plug your printer into your computer. If this is the first time you've plugged it in, you're going to get either a pop-up that says printer connected, open files, or you're just going to get a folder that pops up. Clicking on that or the folder will lead you to this option here. So what we want to do now is run the setup. So we want to run this setup right here. So double click on it. Yes, we want to run it. Accept. Now what this is doing is installing the drivers and the software needed to configure the printer. Also in the future from the laptop, you'll be able to connect the USB directly to the printer and then print to that device. Okay, we want to select it, so we want to print over a wireless network. Okay, now in the wireless discovery mode, this is the part we need to key on. We need to select Advanced instead of Automatic, hit Next. Okay, and then what we need to do is find where it says Sales. Now this Sales is what we pre-configured on our iPad prior. So if you don't see Sales, that probably means that you didn't enable your personal hotspot at the end. So make sure on your iPad that the personal hotspot is enabled and it's called Sales. So once again, we select Sales, we hit Next. Now we enter our password, and this is the password we entered under the personal hotspot, which is iPad12345. And I'll display the characters so you can see iPad12345. Then we click Next. And what you should see if you're connected, if you have your iPad on, now the very top of the iPad, the bar turned blue. When the bar is blue, that means we're connected to the printer. Now this is the one part of the setup that's going to seem kind of confusing. So what this is actually checking right now is whether or not the laptop can connect to the printer wirelessly. But since the printer is connecting directly to the iPad, this will always fail. So you'll see on the top that it says failure, but you don't care about that. What you care about is this step right here. The printer was able to successfully connect to the wireless network. If you read that and you look at your iPad and you see the top bar is blue, that means you're all set. So we can go ahead and hit cancel and hit yes. Now we're going to jump back onto our iPad and do a test print. Okay, back to our iPad now. You can see on the iPad that now the top bar is turned blue, which means we have a connection to the printer. So now if we were to go to print something, like let's say from sales tracks, if we go into a customer and then go to like their AR statement, now if we hit the page action button, then share, and then print, we can see that now we have the under select printer or a printer option, we have it selected. If for some reason you're not seeing this printer, once again check your top bar and make sure it's blue. So let's go back and let's hit our print button. And that print job is now being sent to the printer. Now if you're done for the day or you're going to go hit the road, I suggest that you go back into settings, turn off your personal hotspot, and then when you come home for the day or you want to print again, just go back into your iPad, go under settings, and re-enable your printer or re-enable your personal hotspot. And once the printer connects, you'll know because the bar turned blue like it just did, and then the printer will show up as an option for you.